M. Karthik Reddy, working as an assistant professor in Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions in the Department of Civil Engineering. Here in the Foundation Engineering subject, in Unit 2, that is slope stability, I am going to explain about types of slopes, failure types, causes of slope failures, and analysis of slopes. First of all, we want to know what is meant by shear strength. Shear strength means either the soil is having smoothness or roughness, that is having cohesion or friction. We want to know what is meant by shear strength formula. Tau is equal to C plus sigma tan phi, where C is called as cohesion and phi is called as angle of internal friction. Some soils will be having more cohesion, that is smoothness, and some soils will be having more friction, that is meant by phi value. Application of shear strength theory will be based on earth pressure theories and stability analysis of slopes. Here in this unit, that is stability analysis of slopes, we are going to discuss about infinite slopes and finite slopes. Infinite slopes means extending over a long distance, and finite slopes means connecting the nearby locations. Infinite slopes, slopes that extend over a long distance and the conditions remain identical along some surface or for quite some distance. Finite slopes, slope that connect land at one elevation to the land that it is not far away but it is at different elevation. This can also exist in nature and man-made. In the types of slope, we have natural slopes and man-made slopes. Slopes that are occurring naturally are called as natural slopes, and slopes that are created by ourselves, that is man, are called as man-made slopes. In the natural slopes, we have hills, slides and valleys, coastal and river cliffs. In the man-made slope, we have cutting sand embankments for highways and railroads, as we are digging the soil and using the soil for the construction of highways and railroads. Earth and ash pond dams, as we are digging the soil near the ponds and using that soil for the construction of foundation. Temporary excavation, excavating the soil for the temporary use. Waste tubes, that is landfill slopes. Landscaping for site development. Nearby the hilly areas, we are going to dig the soil and use that soil for that construction. In the types of slope failure, we have rotational slips. Rotational slips mainly takes place in homogeneous fine-grained soils. Here we have circular failures and non-circular failures. Circular failures we will be taking place wherever the flow of soil will be moving from top area to bottom area. Here R is called as radius of rotation, and whatever the dotted portion represents the failure surface, and the arrow represents the flow of soil from top area to bottom area. Translational slip, wherever the failure will be taking place parallel to the ground surface, that is known as translational slip. Here arrow represents the flow of soil. Compound slip. Compound slip means below the soil will be a rigid strata and above the soil will be a soft. Even though it is a rigid strata, that is hard strata, soil will be failing due to the weak soil present in the top of the rigid strata. Block movement. Block movement means as a block is moving from one area to other area. Here W is called as weight of the block, N is called as normal force, mu Sn is called as skin friction, and mu Kn is called as a kinetic friction. As we are applying the force F, which will be moving from one area to the other area, that is force will be changing from F to F1, and according to the physics it will be changing from skin friction to kinetic friction, mu Sn to mu Kn. Here the resisting force is denoted as F suffix R is mu S into N, and the disturbing force Fd is equal to F tends to F1, means force will be changing from F to F1. Here we are going to calculate factor of safety by using the formula factor of safety is equal to resisting force F suffix R by driving force F sub D. As long as mu Sn, that is skin friction, is greater than factor of safety, block will be said to be in a stationary condition. Slope failure will be depending upon soil type of soil, whether it is smooth soil or hard soil. Soil stratification, how the soil strata is present, whether it is strong or weak. Groundwater, the groundwater is present in the soil or not. If the groundwater is present in the particular soil, it is called as saturated. that is not present, it is called as unsaturated. Whenever the soil is saturated, automatically it will weak, soil is weak and it loses its strength. We cannot apply more load on the particular soil. Seepage. Seepage means flow of water through the soil. Slope geometry means what is the inclination in the particular slope, that is called as slope geometry. Examples of slopes which can be infinite slopes: ore or sandstone piling by dropping from a chute, embankment formed by in-dumping from a truck, natural slopes formed in granular materials where the critical failure mechanism is shallow sliding or surface raveling, natural slopes formed in cohesive soils with great extent or weak cohesive material on edge, slopes in residual soils where a relatively thin layer of weathered soil overlies a firm soil or rock. These are the examples of slopes which can be infinite slopes. What are the different types of slope failure? Translational slide. Failure of slope along a weak zone of soil. Wherever the soil will be weak, at that place only soil will be failing. Sliding mass travels long distances before coming to rest. In the diagram we can observe that soil mass will be moving from top area to the bottom area. Means sliding mass is traveling from long distances from top area to bottom area which before coming to rest. This is common in coarse grained soils. That is, translational side is common in coarse grained soils. Here you can, in the figure we can observe that in the slopy area soil will be moving from top area to bottom area before coming to rest. This is called a slip or failure plane. Here the arrow represents the flow of soil from top area to bottom area. Thin layer of weak soil. Rotational slip is common in homogeneous fine grained soils. The rotational slip we have circular failures and non-circular failures. It has its point of rotation on an imaginary axis parallel to the slopes. There are three types of rotational failure, that is base slide, toe slide, slope slide. It can also be called as base failure, toe failure and slope failure. Coming to the base slide, this occurs by an arc enveloping the whole slope. In the figure we can observe that arc is engulfed by the whole slope. A soft layer is resting on a stiff layer of soil is prone to base slide. Even though the soil is stiff at the bottom, but due to soft soil present at the middle, soil will be failing. This is called as base failure. Toe slide. Failure that takes place to the toe area. Failure surface passes through the toe of the slope is known as toe failure or toe slide. This is called the failure arc, and the arrow represents the flow of soil from top area to bottom area. Here in the figure we can observe that failure is taking place near the toe. Slope slide. The failure that passes through the slope. Here the failure will be passing through the slope, that is called as above the toe level. That is called as slope failure. Flow slide. Flow slide generally occurs when an internal and external conditions force a soil to behave as a viscous fluid and flow down, spreading in all directions. Here, whenever the soil is mixed with water, automatically soil will be become cohesive and it will be moving downwards. Soil will become saturated and it will be moving downwards whenever the soil is weak. Multiple failure surfaces occur and change continuously as flow proceeds. As the soil is moving downwards, multiple failure surface occurs. Wherever the soil will be weak, soil will be failing in that particular area. Occurs in dry soil and wet soils. Sometimes occurs in dry soils also whenever the soil is weak due to weathering actions. That is due to the air, wind, all this. Block and wedge slide occurs when a soil mass is shorted along joints, seams, fissures and weak zones by forces emanating from adjacent soils. Means whatever the force coming from the adjacent soils, due to that force also soil will be moving downwards and soil will be failing. Here whenever we are keeping some amount of vibration, suppose during the time of earthquake, if the vibration is occurred in the particular soil, nearby that soil, if the soil is weak adjacent to the soil, automatically soil will be failing due to vibration. The shorted mass moves as blocks and wedges down the slope. Shorted mass means whatever the soil block will be moving downwards due to the particular vibration. Falls. Simple detachment of rock mass from its parent body. Means whenever the soil or rock will be continuously affected to weathering, that is wind, air, water. Due to this, continuously it is affected by weathering and it loses its strength. Whenever the soil or rock loses its strength, that simple detachment of rocks, whatever the thinner areas of soil or rock is there, which is not having the bearing capacity, it will be falling downwards without any keeping extra load. The process is also known as gravity governed, as the soil or rock is falling automatically without applying load, that is due some amount of load may be applied, that is wind load, live load and dead load. Due to that load also soil will be falling. This is called as gravity governed.